So the latest question I had from someone was, how can I sort data? So this video will quickly review how to sort your data. So the first thing is, where is this feature? Where can we find the data sort feature? Here on Home, you can go over on the extreme right and sort and filter. Here are some icons. Or the other option is where I just was at the beginning of the video, here in Data, and then here we go, sort and the three different icons. So Quicksort. If I were to come in here and highlight region, I could use these little Quicksort buttons to say sort A to Z or Z to A. Let's just click it and it sorts it like that. I'm just going to press undo. Or I could click this one. Either way, right? It sorts it. But one thing you might notice is that I've got, let's just click on that. I've got data that is over here as well. And when I use the Quicksort, see how I purposely made these numbers match up. So if this is the same data set, if these numbers belong in the same row, like this is one record that we see here, right? This all belongs together, and this all belongs together, that's another record. Then we want to also sort this with it, because watch what happens when I sort by date. These numbers won't be aligned anymore, and I made them the same on purpose just to demonstrate this. So there's blanks. These two columns are blanks. So when I do a quick sort, Excel thinks that this is my data, only this area here. So I'm going to click on this one, and now those numbers are not aligned. I even had a color going across the one row, the purple, to show you now it's out of order. So I'm going to click undo. Here we go again. Now it's back in order. And one other thing, scroll down a bit, there was a blank row I put in here on purpose. So when we do the sort, it stops here. It doesn't extend down to there. So you might be wondering, well, how can I fix this? So we need to select the range of data with the mouse. There's other methods as well, but this is the quickest one. Highlight the entire range of data that all goes together. Now you can drag this down a ways, or if it's, let's say, thousands of rows, highlight a little bit of it and then hold down the control key, hold the shift key, and press the down arrow button. So now it goes all the way down until, look at that, see there's another blank row. So we just do it once again, and now we have it all highlighted. You could also start at the bottom. You could press Control End, holding down the Control key and pressing the End key goes to the bottom right of the sheet. Then we can just highlight this part and quickly Control Shift up arrow to get to the top. So now we have our data range. I'll just scroll up here a little bit more. Now we have this range selected, and we're telling Excel, this is my data range. Now, in another video, I'll explain what a named range is. We could also go in here, type in a name for this. Let's just call it my data, press the Enter key, and now this range has a name. So we could go back in here, press this, what I just created, there's our data range. It's all highlighted all together. So now what we can do is a custom sort. Let's just go back to the top here. Custom sort by pressing this icon, and the first thing I have listed down here is the column. Oh, okay. So my data has headers. So I go up here, I click that, meaning I don't want to sort this. I want this row 18 to stay at the top. So I'm going to click on this. My data has headers. Now I'm going to say for the column part, which is this thing here, let's sort by sales. Okay, so it says sort on, and we could sort by cell color, font color, cell icon, but I'm just going to say values. And let's make this largest to smallest. And what else are we going to do? If there's a tie, well, let's put one more level. So I'm going to click Add a Level. Then I'm going to say, so it sorts by the first row first, then by date, okay, by values, and let's say newest to oldest. So it always goes by the first row, and then the second row. And these little arrow buttons allow you to change the order. Watch this. It's by sales first, then by date. I could click that, and now it's date and then sales. Or I could click the down arrow to put the date back at the bottom. So you can change the order of these, and that's quite handy if you happen to have 5 or 6 levels. You could also delete. Let's just delete this one. You could click on that, and we just deleted that. So it's only going to sort by sales. So you have the list of fields by sales based off the values, which we see are numbers, largest to smallest. So now we're ready to press the OK button, and because I highlighted all this together, now it's going to sort it all together. So we'll see these numbers that match stay together. So there we go. We've got the highest sales at the top and everything going down from there. One last thing is, so let's just select our data again. Go up to sort. There is an options button here where, believe it or not, like the default is sort top to bottom, but you can also sort left to right. So that's a very rare thing, and we'll get into that later. You can also say my sort is case sensitive. But for now, we'll just leave it with the basics. You've seen how now to do different levels. You know how important the selection part is, where you highlight the exact range of data in case there's some blank columns. If there weren't blank columns, then it'd be fine. Let me show you quickly here. I could just say miscellaneous 1, miscellaneous 2. So now this is a block of data. It all sort of joins together. I could click in here and do a quick sort, and let's do that. And it all goes together. So you notice how the rows have gone together because Excel realizes, hey, wait a minute, I've got column headers all the way across the top. All this data goes together. Now, you'd also have to watch out for blank rows, but because I did the first sort was based on highlighting it with the name range my data, you notice how everything is highlighted. So it goes across to the right far enough, and it goes down far enough.